Welcome back to channel. Chapter 1, Orienting Yourself, the use of coordinates, exercise set 1.2. Before solving this, most of you are watching without subscribing, so subscribe and keep supporting. Share it with your friends and families. If you are interested in online class, you can contact me through Instagram. I have mentioned the link in the description. So first, on a graph sheet, mark the x and y axis and origin O. Mark points. Okay, first we need to plot x, y and origin. So this is x, y, x dash, y dash, origin. We have plotted x-axis. Horizontal line is called as x-axis and vertical line is called as y-axis. And they have mentioned we need to start always we plot the coordinates as x comma y. So we need minus 7 comma 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4, minus 5, minus 6, minus 7, and it goes on. They asked us to plot minus 7, minus 8, minus 9. They asked us to plot from minus 7 to minus 7 comma 0 to 13 comma 0 on x-axis. So similar to number line, left side of 0 indicates negative numbers and right side of 0 indicates positive numbers. That is what we have done in x-axis. Now we are moving forward to y-axis. So y-axis they mentioned 0 comma minus 15 and 0 comma 12. So I have very limited space here. In your graph sheet you will be having enough space, so you can mark up to 12. So I will mark as much I can possible. It is possible. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Up to 12 you need to plot. Minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4, minus 5, minus 6, minus 7, minus 8, minus 9, minus 10. For minus it is mentioned as minus 15. Since I have very limited space, it is not possible for me to draw over here. You can draw this in your graph sheet clearly. Okay, here O is called as origin, that is 0. This point is called as its origin, 0 comma 0. Are you clear with it? Always we should mark scale over here. Scale 1 centimeter is equal to 1 unit, which is common for both x and y axis. In some cases we need to mention scale separately for x and y axis. Here it is mentioned as a common scale, that is in each axis, that is either an x axis or y axis, whether it is 1 centimeter is measured as 1 unit. Are you clear with this? Shall we move on? Okay. Now the real sum starts. First sum. Place Rian's rectangular study table with 3 of its feet at the point 8, 9. First find where is 8. Always our coordinates will be given as x, y. So first find 8 in x-axis. 8 is presented. I will change the color. 8 is presented over here. It's too light green. Okay, 8 is presented over here. And look for 9 in y-axis. 9 is mentioned over here. So both meet over here. There is 8, 9. Next 11, 9. 9, 10, 11. So 11, 9. Next 11, 7. This is 11, 7. So 7 is mentioned over here. So they mentioned rectangular study table. 3 points are given for rectangle there should be 4 sides. So only we have 3 sides, which now looks like a triangle. When we connect these 3 dots, it will look like a triangle. So it is mentioned as rectangle study table. So to make a rectangle, the basic properties is opposite sides of a rectangle are equal. So look over here, I will draw. Does it look like a triangle with opposite sides are equal? Yes. So first sum, where will the fourth foot of the table? This is the fourth foot. The fourth foot of the table, the fourth foot of the table, fourth fourth foot is where it is 8 comma 7, 8 comma 7. Second subdivision. Is this a good spot for the table? Yes, it is a good spot. It is good spot since it fits neatly in the grid. Since it fits neatly in grid. Third subdivision. What is the width of the table? So this is called as width. So 11 minus 8. Width is equal to 11 minus 8 units, which is equal to 3 units, which is approximately 3 feet. And they asked about the length. Length is equal to, consider this, 9 minus 7. 9 minus 7, which is equal to 2 units, which is approximately 2 feet. Height cannot be determined because it is a two-dimensional method. Height cannot be determined from coordinates because it is a two-dimensional analysis. Only on three-dimensional object we can find all the three values: length, breadth and height. It is two-dimensional analysis, only we can find the length and width. Second sum, if the bathroom door has a hinge at B1 and opens into bedroom, will it hit the wardrobe? So what is coordinate of B1? B1 is 0, 1.5. What about B2? It is 0, 4. What is the width of bathroom door? Bathroom door 4 minus 1.5, which is equal to 2.5 units. So this particular distance is 2.5. So on the other hand, from near the wardrobe we need 2.5 units, but we have enough space here. See, from door to wardrobe it is 3 units, which is greater than our door. So nearest point of wardrobe is 3 units away from the bathroom door. Which is enough, which is more than 2.5 unit with door. So the door will not hit the wardrobe. So door will not hit the wardrobe. Okay. So are there any changes? Yes, there is one change. Suggestion. Door could be made to open inside the bathroom. Door could be made to open inside the bathroom. Inside the bathroom. Third sum. Look at Ian's bathroom. What are the coordinates of the four corners of OFRP? First subdivision. OFRP. R P O F. So O is 0 comma 0. F is 0 comma 9. R it is minus 6 comma 9, and P it is minus 6 comma 0. It is minus 6 comma 0. Second subdivision. What is the shape of showering area SHWR in Ryan's bathroom? SHWR. It's a quadrilateral. Oh, it's a quadrilateral. What type of quadrilateral it is? Look, RW is parallel to SH. Therefore, SHWR is a trapezium. Trapezium is a type of quadrilateral, right? Third, mark of, and then write the coordinates of the four corners. They asked us to find, in second subdivision, they asked us to find coordinates. S minus 6 comma plus 6. H minus 3 comma 6. W minus 2 comma 9. R minus 6 comma 9. H is minus 3 comma 6. H is, see, it is minus 3 comma 6, minus 2 comma 9, and R is minus 6 comma, R is what, minus 6 comma 9. Okay. Next, third subdivision. Mark of 3 feet cross 2 feet space for a wash basin and 2 feet cross 3 feet space for toilet. Write the coordinates of the corners of these spaces. So we need to plot. We need to plot where 3 cross 2 for wash basin. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. 3 cross 2 for wash basin, and 2 cross 3 for toilet. 1, 2, 1, 2. 3 cross 2 and 2 cross 3. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Okay. Write the coordinates of the corners. So for wash basin, coordinates of wash basin. Coordinates of wash basin. Start from P. It is minus 6 comma 0 minus here minus 3 comma 0 minus 3 comma 2 and minus 6 comma 2. Coordinates of toilet is minus 6 comma 2 minus 4 comma 2 minus 4 comma 5 minus 6 comma 5. These are the coordinates of wash basin and toilet. Last sum of this exercise. Other rooms in the house. Rian's room door leads from dining room, which has the length 18 feet and width 15 feet. Okay. Rian's room leads from dining room, which has the length of 18. The length of the dining room extends from point P to A. Sketch the dining room and mark the coordinates of it. 18 feet, length 18 feet and width 15 feet. So from 12 to 6, from P to A, how many points? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Okay. We need width of 15 feet. So we need to draw over here. And we need to plot over here. Okay. This will lead to, this point will be considered as minus 6 comma minus 15, and this point is 12 comma minus 15. Okay. Sketch the dining room and mark the coordinates of its corners. So I will mark the coordinates of the room minus 6 comma 0 minus 6 comma 15, 12 comma minus 15 and 12 comma 0. These are the points. Next, place the rectangular 5 cross 3 feet dining table precisely in the center of the dining room. Center of the dining room. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So this called as center, which is 5 feet cross 3. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. It is 15, yes. Which is length is mentioned as 18. This point is its center, and center for y coordinate 0 to 15. 0 to 15 divided by 2, it's somewhere around 7 and 8. That is 7.5. If we found exactly, it is 7.5. So 3 comma 7.5, somewhere around here. This is its center. So half dimension is 2.5 into 1.5. So this will be placed around here. From here 2.5. 1, 2, 2.5. 1, 2, 2.5. And 3, 1.5. 1, 1.5. 1, 1.5. So this is its exact position. Here it is 0.5 comma minus 6, 0.5 comma 9 minus 9, 5.5 comma minus 9, 5.5 comma minus 6. This is the center position of the table, so dining table. So 0.5 comma minus 6, 0.5 comma minus 9, 5.5 comma minus 9, and 5.5 comma minus 6. This is the exact position of the table and coordinates of the dining table. Write down the coordinates of the feet of the tower. Okay. With this, exercise 1.2 is completed. If you have any doubt, mention in the comment section. We will discuss in next class. Most of you are watching without subscribing, so subscribe and keep supporting. If you are interested in online class, you can contact me through Instagram. Mention the link in the description. Check it. See you in another video. Take care.